Hi Scorpio, this is your general reading for May 2018. A little bit late with these, I'm afraid, but here we go. Just giving the major arcana one last shuffle and one last cut. Changing up a little bit this month, Scorpio, because I got hold of a pack of Rider-Waite. So what I'm going to be doing is the standard 3-card major arcana reading. Ooh, still shuffling. And then I'm going to be pulling one from the swords, one from the wands, one from the cups, and one from the pentacles for a little bit more flesh on the bones, shall we say. So, here we go. Final shuffle, final cut. Let's see what we get for you, Scorpio. Okay, the Fool in reverse, Star, and the High Priest, the Empress in the reverse. Okay, well, the Star's good. I think you've got more to... Sorry about that stirring thing. I'm just having my morning jockey. I think you've got more to look forward to. There's more hope in this situation than you think there is, but because you can't see that, because the Star is here in the position of the veil, that which is obscuring your vision, the outcome's not as great as it could be. Well, let's see, the Fool in reverse. How many new starts can you make, Scorpio? This card comes up for you a lot. And that's what I'm getting from this Fool in reverse. It's not just that a new start was made in the past or a new start isn't being made, but I just get the feeling it's just like new start after new start after new start. And like, as I say, how many can you make? And it looks like, don't know, do you know what I'm getting from this? I'm getting jadedness from this. I mean, the Empress in reverse here, this is sort of motherly nurture and the mothering function of creating new life and nurturing new life, growth, fecundity, fertility. It's on its head. But the veil here, the thing that you, not necessarily that you can't see, but that's stopping you seeing things as they are. Jadedness. How many times, Scorpio, are you going to reframe things, start again, find another creative angle from which to view the same material? Excuse me a sec. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more straight away. All in reverse here. Oh, there. Sun in reverse, so no contentment. No, ain't no sunshine, man. Sorry, this is sugar-free tarot. Well, it's interesting because the sun is really up towards the end of the cycle, and the Fool's right at the beginning of the cycle, and they're both in the reverse here. And yet, the Star is present here. And I'll tell you what, this Star to me in this reading, the fact that she's naked, I think, is the main thing, because she's taken it all off. She's removed layer by layer, the trappings of how she sees her life. And she knows she's being watched because she's looking straight at us. I mean, here in the Sun card, they're looking at each other. But she's looking straight at us, so she knows that our regard excuse me, is upon her. And she's stripped herself. She's stripped herself, and she's pouring of herself into the water, and it's all flowing away. It's flowing away, and there's nothing left to cover up. And she's free. And I'm going to pull one more here now. Yeah, she's thrown off. She's cast off the trappings here, and I get the feeling here it's just endless sort of, oh, I'll do it this way, oh, I'll do it that way. But there's actually no, not even forward motion. There's no actual change. That's what I'm getting from this. Excuse me. And I mean, to my mind, the Empress in the reverse here and the Sun in the reverse could equally well be in each other's positions. So I'm going to go for a little bit more on this star here because it's, oh, really interesting. Okay, we've got the Hangman in reverse. Something needs to end here, Scorpio. Something needs to change, because I get the feeling like you're just rehashing the same. You know, there's a limit to the number of dishes you can cook with the same ingredients. Let's put it that way. But that's what I see for May. Is excuse me. Just having a quick toot on my lovely toot box. Really much nicer than tobacco, I have to say. Yeah, there's a limit to the number of meals, or the number of interesting new meals you can cook with the same ingredients. There truly is. Perhaps it's time to clean out the cupboards. Because the star here and the Hangman in reverse, you're not seeing, for one reason or another, you're not seeing that things need a radical shake-up. I'm going to get one more on the Empress here. Okay, Temperance. Well, that's interesting, because as soon as I say radical shake-up, I then pull the Temperance card, which is radically unshakable. I mean, you know, she ain't shaking. If she was shaking, that water would be going all over the place, but she's not. A radical shake-up of really, really fundamental things, I feel. Yeah, represented here in the Fool in reverse. You know, this is the start of it all, the basis, the essential, the cornerstones. They need to change, Scorpio. And in a way, I see, you know, Temperance here. I was going to say ratifying, but I mean clarifying the Empress in reverse. This really is a sign that things can move, but there needs to be even a wholesale shift. A wholesale shift, not even just a sort of an adjustment and a reordering of the existing elements. Because even Temperance, I mean, all the tarot is about change. It's the oracle of change. But this is a point of stasis. This is a point of peace. This is a point where you've been through a certain amount of upheaval, some of it within your hands, most of it not within your hands, and you've got to the point where you are. It's like that point when the pendulum is swinging from one side to another. There is a point of stillness in the middle. It's also like the point where you've breathed out and there's a little moment of peace. You breathe in, there's a little moment of peace. You breathe out, there's a little moment of peace, etc. And that's a whole meditation technique in and of itself. and that's what the Temperance card represents. And I get the feeling that is not really how you roll, Scorpio, this little moment of stasis and peace. But this is available to you, but in order to do that, things have to be stripped away, and the old ways of doing things have to be turned on their head, because otherwise this is what you're stuck with. Right, let's get one from the swords. Okay, we get the Page of Swords. So look out for little signs here and there, perhaps funny little things, perhaps something you see on the side of a truck, or some little random little thing you hear going past on the radio that pings out to you. Some sort of left field encased in something not that obvious necessarily, or something jovial, or a throwaway comment. Keep your ear out for throwaway comments. There could be real nuggets of wisdom encased in there. Oh my God. No, hold on, I've done the wrong bloody thing. Sorry, that's not for you at all. That's off the wrong pile. That's not your sword. This is your sword. Oh dear, not really on the ball. Haven't been awake that long. Okay, 3 of Wands. So there is a possibility here for new ways forward, new projects, new plans. Do take note, however, one of the wands is standing behind him. In fact, 2 of them are standing behind him, but the one out in front is the one he's holding on to, and he's looking out over a new territory. So there is capacity for the establishment, but of new projects, but it's early stages. God, I'm glad that 10 of Swords wasn't for you. Okay, 5 of Cups. Now this for me very much chimes in with the Sun in reverse and the Empress in reverse. You know, perhaps you might be surveying things and feeling, disappointed. This is a card of disappointment. But you know, as many tarot card readers point out, 2 of the Cups are still standing. So you know, a bit like the little random throwaway comment or the funny little earworm that gets stuck in there. You know, don't just focus on what's been upended and ruined and wasted. There is more left to you. You know, you do retain more than you perhaps think. It's a question of raising your head and turning around to see that. Okay, how lovely. The 9 of Pentacles. Now for me, this almost cancels out the Empress in reverse. Beautiful, beautiful. My only concern with this is that she is perhaps a little bit of a poser. So there is a danger here that you actually miss the point and you don't get fundamental enough in reordering how you reorder things. Change is required. Change is required here. You know, maybe it's time for a bloody great clear out. That's what this reading is saying to me. It is time for a clear out, and the possibility open to you is this, which, as I say, is not, as far as I can see, your natural energy, Scorpio. But we could all do with a bit of this from time to time. Well, all the time. We could all do with a bit of this. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sorry, this is not particularly inspired or inspiring reading, Scorpio, but I'm going to leave it there anyway. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and please tune in for your next reading. It will be okay, but you're going to have to learn to move in a different way. All best, Scorpio. Thank you. Bye-bye.